So for week 3 of Sound Engineers, we are going to be building some drums. We're going to be diving deeper into the world of percussion and talking about drums, or membranophones. Keyword, membranophone. There are 2 types of percussion instruments: the idiophone, where you hit the body of the instrument, and a membranophone, where you hit a membrane stretched over the top, like a drum. Today, students will be experimenting with some different types of drum bodies and the tension of their membrane to produce different pitches or sounds from their drums. Alright, so here we have our supplies for our DIY drum. We have some different sizes of deli containers. You could also use plastic cups. We also have this chipboard here. These elements are going to be for the bodies of our drum. For the membranes of our drum, we have good old balloons. And then to play our drum, we have paintbrushes, and I couldn't find chopsticks today, so we have some craft sticks. Anything hard will work. Alright, so I have my 3 separate bodies here. I have my short body, my tall body. I've just rolled up this piece of chipboard with a little bit of duct tape to make an even taller body. And this is going to have a very different tone than my plastic drum, so we'll be able to hear that at the end. So I'm just going to take one of these balloons. Pretty simple. Cut off the neck. The SEL skill for this project is collaboration, and that's because it can be a little bit difficult to actually get this balloon stretched over the opening of the deli container. But encourage your students to work together. Definitely it's easier with 4 hands than 2. Once I get it stretched over the top, they can go ahead. I like to tape it just to make sure it stays on. Sometimes that'll happen, that's okay. That's why you always want to pack extra balloons for this project. So resilient maker that I am, I have discarded my original balloon and put a new balloon on my drum. In order to solve this problem, I cut it just a little bit further down the neck just to give myself a little bit more space. So again, I'm going to take a little bit of duct tape, tape around the edges here just to make sure it stays on. And you don't need to tape too tightly. And that's pretty much it. So for the rest of the period, encourage your students to decorate their drums. A lot of times they can use paint, they can use paper, they can use duct tape if you like. You can really allow your students to be really creative about how they're decorating their drum bodies. Alright, so I built 2 of my drums here. I have my deli container drum and my chipboard drum. And you can hear they sound really different. So this is going to be a really good opportunity to lead your students on a discussion about pitch. Keyword, pitch. Pitch is how high or low a sound is. If you're looking at the sound waves, something with a higher pitch would have compressions closer together. Or if you're visualizing as a transverse wave, the peaks of the waves will be closer and have a higher frequency.